Welcome everyone to Andre's Basketball's Worlds podcast. I am Andre himself, and apparently we got a lot of things to talk about. I'm not gonna lie, we got a lot of things to talk about. But of course, the main title of the episode today happens to be the NBA ratings are down. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. But first of all, if you're new, make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, when I'm going live right now, make sure you go over to Andre's Basketball World on YouTube. Follow the podcast. I mean, what else you doing? You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, what else you doing? But like I said, there's a lot of things I want to get into in this episode today outside of the main title. The first thing we have to talk about here, it happens to be, does Kevin Durant get his jersey retired in a different not I screwed up. My apologies. Let's try this again. Does Kevin Durant deserve a statue when he retires? Now, as an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, I've been a Thunder fan since 2009, 9 or 10. I don't remember. It's one of those years, 9 or 10. As my team, because I was a Kobe fan. So it was Team Kobe up until the Thunder started getting real good or whatever. But Durant played for us from the 08-09 season, so the year after going from Seattle to Oklahoma City, from that all the way up to 2016. In that time frame, Kevin Durant is an MVP. He got the team to the 2012 finals, a multiple-time All-Star, multiple-time All-NBA player, 50, 40, 90 club a couple of times. I think he has 4 scoring titles underneath his belt with us. And arguably, he was the best player in Thunder history. Let's be honest. He was the best player in Thunder history. And the fact that he went on to a podcast and he had to ask the question, and somebody asked him, will he get his jersey? I mean, will he get a statue whenever he retires? And he said he don't think so, because those are usually meant for people who played for so long for certain cities, legends of the game, people who won multiple championships and stuff like that for that city. And in his personal opinion, he don't think he's done that at all. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, can I talk to you right quick as a Thunder fan? As a basketball fan and as a Thunder fan, Kevin Durant, you 100% deserve a statue out there in Oklahoma City. Yes, you definitely do. I'm from Oklahoma. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. I live in Tulsa right now. But as a Thunder fan, watching you grow, watching what you did for the team, what you did for the community and things like that, I don't care I don't care what you did after that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Thunder fans, for whatever odd reason, a lot of Thunder fans, they weird. They still, oh, hey, it's the way he left. I don't care. That's been gone. I don't really care. That was 2016. We're in 2024. That's over. That's almost working on 10 years. It's been gone. We've done stuff after that. You've done stuff after that. I don't care. In my personal opinion, you deserve a statue outside the Oklahoma City Thunder arena. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's reality. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Hold on. I have to hold on real quick. Let's get myself off of mute. I don't care. I don't care about any of that. That's in the past. The past is the past for a reason. I'm not gonna bypass what you did for the Oklahoma City Thunder, helping putting us on the map. You and Russell Westbrook, along with the other Thunder players, shout out to Nick Collison, y'all put the Thunder on the map. Y'all made us a household name. Y'all gave us a great fan base. All these people that say they're Thunder fans because you and Westbrook started that. Y'all started that. You was the best player on that team. The championship was y'all's. Let's be honest here. The championship was y'all's in 2016. Arguably, it could have been 2014. Let's be honest here. If Westbrook wasn't hurt in Ibaka. But you deserve your statue outside. Now, to the other two, the other spots, Golden State. It's very interesting. Golden State's a very interesting spot because That was another argument. Does he get to retire in Golden State? He brought them 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs. Some people say yes, other people said no. And that's a thin line that they're going to. So my question is, if Durant doesn't get his retire in Golden State, does LeBron get his retire in Miami for doing these for, for pretty much doing the exact same thing? That's my question. Because LeBron on the Heat, all years from 11, 12, 13, and 14, that was the 4 NBA finals. Durant, same thing, 17, 18, 19, he has 3 finals. 3 finals. They both won 2 championships. LeBron also has 2 MVPs with his and 2 finals MVP. Durant just had the 2 finals MVP because apparently you couldn't win MVP while on a stacked team, despite it doesn't matter. So my thing is, if people believe LeBron's jersey should retire in Miami, I think Kevin Durant's, I mean not jersey, but as he had a statue out in Miami, I think Kevin Durant should deserve a statue out there in Golden State. My personal opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I think that's kind of even ground. Yeah, I know people gonna throw out, well, he didn't add MVPs and whatever. He got 2 finals of it. He brought them 2 championships. I don't know what to tell y'all. He brought 2 championships. Let's be honest here. Let's stop beating around the bush. He helped brought in 2 championships and was the best player on both championship teams. Could have been 3. They could have had a 3-peat, but the 19 injuries, it's all right. It's all right. But 100%, I believe Kevin Durant should get a statue outside of Oklahoma City. And arguably, he has an argument for getting a statue out there in Golden State too. That's just my personal opinion about it. If I move on a little bit, I wanted to go ahead. I guess we can go ahead and knock this down now. Is the NBA ratings are down? Why is that? So I always, when I say this, I always start this off like this. Throughout the history of basketball history in general, ratings, while some people, I don't know why people focus on ratings as much as people do, the ratings are not that important. In my personal opinion, they're not that important. I don't tell y'all. Ratings are not important for the NBA. The NBA been around for so long, over 70 plus years, working on year 80 here sooner rather than later. The ratings don't mean nothing. Why the ratings are down, it's simple. The stars of the old are walking out the building. They're leaving here sooner rather than later. That's the Kevin Durant's, that's the LeBron James, that's the Currys, the Hardens, the Kawhis, players that took over the game in the 2010s. That's where a lot of people most likely started. Some people started watching in the 2010s. It really picked up in the 2020s a lot. And then going into this new era, is a lot of parity going on when it becomes NBA champions, right? This haven't happened since the 70s. Let's be honest here. It has not happened since the 70s. The 70s are the only year in NBA history to where there's not a single dominating team that wins the championships, right? And in the 60s, it was the Bill Russell Celtics. No. Yeah, it's the Bill Russell Celtics. I'm sorry. The Bill Russell Celtics was the 60s. No. Let's go back. During the 50s, it was George Mikan and the Minneapolis Lakers. The 60s, because he won 5 championships, by the way. The 60s was the Bill Russell Celtics. The 80s was the Showtime Lakers and the Boston Celtics. And then at the later years was the Pistons. But it was mostly those big 2 teams. In the 90s, the Bulls. In the 2000s, it was the Lakers, it was the Spurs, and then you sprinkle in a team winning here and there, but it was mostly those 2 teams. It started off with the Lakers winning in 2000, 2001, 2002, and then ended off that year with the Lakers in 08, 09, 2010, the finals in winning, minus 08 winning, because Boston snuck in there to get another one. The 2010s, it's been dominated pretty much by who do you think is dominating? The East was ran by LeBron James from 2011 to 2019, where it was a LeBron James led 2018. It was a LeBron James led team that was in those finals. So it was either LeBron's team was winning the championship or somebody out west, which was either the Mavericks in 2011, the Spurs in 14, or the Golden State Warriors for the rest of that time. That was it. But basically, LeBron versus the Warriors was the finals throughout that time. In the 2020s, We've had every single year new champion. The Lakers in 2020, 2021 belonged to the Bucks, 2022 belongs to the Warriors, 2023 that is the golden that is the Nuggets, and then 2024 happens to be the Celtics, and this year is a question mark. The 70s was the same way. I can't give you all the champions in the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. The Lakers won, the Knicks won, the Bucks won. I know those are three teams that won. I don't know who all won in the 70s. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember. I think the Celtics won a championship in the 70s too. The Supersonics won in the 70s. That's five different teams already, and then 5 different years. The Bullets, I think they won one. That's 6 teams. I'm missing 4 other teams, but that's a decade. So in the 2020s, when we don't have a super team, we don't have one team dominating the league so heavily, there's parity in the league, meaning there's multiple people to win a championship. So with that being said, the NBA has done a bad job at producing the next superstar. That's just what happens. They have not done that yet. Why haven't they done that yet? I don't know. I don't know. They've been picking and choose. They've been trying to pick and choose instead of it naturally happening, right? So when Michael Jordan came into the league, no. When Magic Johnson and Larry Bird kept the hype, they was getting hyped up from college, and when they came into the league, they saved the NBA because before then, there's a lot of drugs going on. They didn't want to market Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whatever the reason why, but they didn't do it right. And then you had a lot of the drug pandemic was going on during the 70s. So in the 80s, Magic and Larry, Lakers and Celtics, saved their rivalry, saved the NBA. And then it was all right, cool. This the NBA safe, the NBA safe. The 90s hit, and it took a superstar jump because Michael Jordan was larger than life. He was this awesome, fantastic basketball player, untouchable. And not only that, but he was winning. He ended up winning championships. It was like perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. And that's why Jordan sits on the top of the pedestal. He took what Magic and Larry did and then elevated higher. And then when he was slowing down, you had the Tim Duncans coming in. You had another high flyer like Kobe Bryant, who was pretty much like a MJ 2.0. He started pulling up, but at the exact same time of all that happening, you had a young guy from Cleveland coming in to take that throne, held as the next great, which was LeBron James. And luckily for the NBA, LeBron James hasn't had a heavy injury prone career. He was pretty much healthy throughout his entire career. So that allowed them to ride LeBron James and as far as they can, while also players like Kevin Durant coming in, Derrick Rose, the Russell Westbrooks, you had players of that nature that was coming in and they helped push the league forward. So now it's like, all right, LeBron's our face of the league, and now we also have people like Kevin Durant we can push. We can push Curry. We can push the Westbrooks. We can push these people. So far in the 2020s, they're trying to push Wemby. They started off when Wemby was still overseas. They was having games streamed from overseas talking about Wembyama, when he's going to come in, he's going to do all this stuff. And this is year 2 Wemby, and he's struggling. He's struggling right now. He's struggling. At this point in time, he is struggling right now. And that's not something the NBA wants. They want somebody young that could take that that could take that spot. They can't. They refuse to do Luka or Jokic because the NBA has a real biased thing, and they want American-born citizens to do it. They won't look at somebody from Serbia. They won't look at somebody from I can't even think of a different country. They don't want somebody, let's say, from England or something like that. They don't want none of those. They want somebody born in the United States that they can call their own, that they can push down the throats of the people to say, yeah, this is the face of the league. So why Wemby is a different choice because he's from France. They do that because they know this is a 7'4" guy that he can bang down low, he can rebound, he can play like a guard, he can do all this stuff. So we can push that even more compared to the past of any other big man. And hopefully he stay injury free. So far, he's been injury free so far. Right now, he's struggling in year 2. He's taking a lot more jumpers. He's not doing what he should be doing, and was get his big tail down low and tell him to guard him that way. He's struggling. He's gonna struggle for a little bit. He'll get better, but he's gonna struggle. That's what happens. So right now, when they got the eyes on him, you around him, you forgot about the Anthony Edwards that's getting better, the high flyer guy that's getting better, and a lot of people starting to gravitate towards him because how successful he's so far been. He got to the conference finals already. And he's still not 25 years old, so he's doing the things that a lot of people like. But the NBA, for some reason, is pushing back on not pushing that guy. Another guy, Zion, was supposed to be the guy that they was going to push to the top of the mountain. He's injury prone. He got a lot of outside drama, and he can't stay on the court, so they can't push him as their face. They would love to put. I guarantee you guys, if Zion was right now, he's injured. By the way, if y'all did not know, he's injured. He has a hyper extended right knee. I think right knee, left knee. One of those knees is messed up, but he's out until who knows when he's supposed to come back. They can't push that. If Zion can give the NBA 5+ years of health free, they will push that man to the moon. I'm guaranteed. He's already been an all-star player. He's always been an all-star already. So they can push him as hard as they want to. He got to stay on the court. They can't do it right now. Ja Morant was going to be another guy. But then his situation of having guns and his videos, having fun, NBA pushed back on him. Now NBA like, we can't do that. That's pushed back too. So you have, first of all, so right now in the NBA, they are relying on the old stars to continue to push the NBA. But me and you and the casual fan, we know these guys are older. There's young guys coming in, and the NBA need to push these young guys, and they can't, and they have not done it. Now, I think that's one of the reasons why the ratings are down. To me, I always tell people, right now, it's the best time to go watch the NBA and pick a team. Any team, it doesn't even matter. Pick a team, because any team you pick, they are either rebuilding, they are retooling, or they're a young team that's coming up, or for whatever reason, if like you're a Lakers fan, there's still good stuff to look at the Lakers fans too. The Clippers, you can still have fun with that Clippers team. I ain't gonna lie, you can still have fun with that Clipper team. So there's opportunity for everybody to have fun and enjoy a new NBA team. I said right now it's the best time to go pick a team and follow the team, because what they're doing in the league, they're getting better. These young players are pushing the envelope and stuff. So one of the reasons the ratings are down, no face of the league right now. We can pick. Me and you, we can pick. We can say it's Jokic. That's 3-time MVP. He got a championship. We can say it's Luka. It's just amazing. Anthony Edwards, he's a great player coming up in the world. So there's opportunities. We can pick. Me and you, we can pick a new NBA franchise player. I mean, franchise face of the league, but the NBA won't pick them. Ratings are down. Another thing I heard about why the ratings are down, I think Shaq said this. Shaq believes it's because of the 3 points, because everybody's shooting threes and everybody doing what they used to do back in the day. And I sit back. I've turned off one game so far this year because of that. I'm not gonna lie, I did turn off a game because of that. Too much threes, too many threes for me. Too many threes. If the Hall start at 5, they all take threes and they all miss. Stop taking threes. Get to the paint. Get to the mid range. Do something different. It's not gonna work. But that's how the game is. A lot of people gravitate 3-point shooting, and that's the NBA is a copycat league. So if something works out for one team that won a championship that year, they're going to try to copy that formula. So when the Nuggets won, the idea behind it is you need a dynamic point guard, Jamal Murray. You need a shooting guard that can defend and play great defense, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. You need a sniper, Kevin Porter Jr. You need a glue guy that pretty much does a little bit of everything on the court, Aaron Gordon. And then you just need a superstar level player, Jokic. That was their recipe for winning. Same time, that team also had a lot of weakness. Not on that, but with the CBA pretty much making it impossible for people to keep their teams, the team goes down. You know what I'm saying? It's just what happened. The team goes down. Bad thing. That CBA is bad. I ain't gonna lie. That second apron rule, that's a bad rule. I ain't gonna lie. That's a horrible rule. That's a real bad rule. But when a lot of teams are shooting threes and not getting into the paint, not trying to hit the mid range, not developing their game past what they know, the ratings go down because a casual fan, if I tell you to go turn on this game and you see for the first 5 minutes of a game, all you see is people just jacking up threes, you probably looking at me like, man, I ain't about to watch this crap. This is not basketball, man. If I want to do this, I can just go to the park. I can go to the gym. I can watch it there. I don't want to watch these professionals, these so-called great professional players, pull up from the three-point line. Get your tail in the paint. Why is these big men? Why are they sitting up here on the three-point line? Why he ain't in the paint? Why he ain't, being a bruiser down low? And it's like, I can't argue with you because you're right. You're 100% right. I can't. There's nothing I can say. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because that's one of my faults about the game too. I think that's another reason why the ratings are down is because everybody almost plays the exact same way. There's no different dynamic to the league. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the 90s, 2000s, and even the 2010s, every team was something different. You know what I'm saying? Every team was different. In the 2010s, you had to go to State Warriors. Their mantra was open threes, GG. You're good. It's over with. You get Curry, you got Clay, you had Draymond for a year that was hitting threes, you had Harrison Barnes, and you had a big man, Andrew Bogut, that was all. Well, Andrew Bogut didn't shoot threes, but he was a paint protector. He was a rim protector. He can protect the paint, get the rebounds. Draymond was the ball handler. He could bring the ball up court. He could play make. He can do all this extra stuff. You had Curry and Clay. You had the Splash Brothers out there. You had Harrison Barnes or Iggy. They was out there hitting the threes and playing elite defense. So you had that formula. That was Golden State's formula. You turn around in the opposite, like the Thunder, it was Westbrook, it was Kevin Durant. Those are your two star players. You had Ibaka that started stretching the floor out a little bit. You had Steven Adams, that was an old school center that was going to stay around the paint. You had Andre Roberson, which not much of my boy Roberson. Shout out to Roberson though, but he was pretty much your not three. He was your defensive minded player that just played defense. He didn't do anything else. He just roam around trying to lock up your best player as best as he can. He can't shoot the ball worth nothing. He can't even hit his free throws, but he can D up. That's about all he can do. But that's a different dynamic right there. The Spurs focused mainly on ball movement of the gods, basically. You had Tony Parker, Danny Green, Kawhi when he was there. You had Tim Duncan, and then when they brought in LaMarcus Aldridge, and all they did was bam, bam, bam. Let's all pass the ball around. I got a good shot, but Danny Green got a great shot. Let me pass that to him. He'll hit that three. Oh yeah, Kawhi, he can get to the paint. Tim Duncan's down low. There you go. That's an easy shot right there. They had ball movement. It was kind of crazy. So every team has something different. You know what I'm saying? And in 2020s, I can't say every team has a different dynamic when it comes to their offense. Their offense seems like they're all the same. It's taking 3-point shots. I'll get to the paint if I can. If not, I'll just settle for a three. Everybody's ideal is to put everybody out on the 3-point line and play ISO ball 24/7. I mean, it's not beautiful. It's not beautiful basketball. It's kind of just nasty work. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's not my forte. It's not my forte at all. I watch it because I gotta watch it. My team plays. My team is good. I gotta watch the game. But if I have a choice, I'd rather some of these players get to the paint. I'd rather some of these players work on their mid-range shot. I'd rather these players do extra outside of just standing at the 3-point line, shooting threes, and hopefully to make it. If not, then now we're like, oh well, I don't know why we lost this game. I can tell you why you lost the game. But Shaq, that's what I said. That's what Shaq believes. Shaq believes the 3-point barrage has taken it too far, and people are like, nah, I'm not watching a game of basketball. Quite honestly, NBA ratings are down. Why? It's a mixture. No face of the league like that, and if there is, they're not pushing it heavy. The dynamic between teams when it comes to the offense, even the defensive side of the ball, is not there. The fact that we are told that you have to be a 3-point shooter or you're just useless on the court, or instead of just being a floor spacer, which you can hit the mid range shot, by the way, just in case y'all didn't know, a mid range shot is spacing the floor because you're not in the paint. You're walking around the three, you're over here at the edge and stuff. The 3-point line is here, and you go in a little bit. That's the mid range. You can hit right. You can hit shots like that. The elbows and stuff. You can hit shots like that. You're not in the way. But I think the lack of, I think too many. There's not enough specialists. I guess dynamic specialists. Everybody can get a bucket. The 13 guy on the roster on the bench that don't get any minutes, you give them 30 minutes, they can get you a bucket. In 30 minutes, they can get you a bucket. They're a go-to bucket getter. All of a sudden, all these people are dynamic. They're good. Yeah, they can do it. But the IQ is gone. The lack of certain specialties. So if a guy's whole job is to rebound and catch lobs and play defense, that's almost non-existent, almost non-existent, because now everybody can do that supposedly, or they just let the players go. There's no, I think there's no real roles into the NBA. I think there's no roles into the NBA. I think everybody does the same thing almost. It's just who's good at it, who's bad at it, who's not good at it at all, who's horrible at it. That plays a factor. We all know Jokic offensively in we know offensively he can shoot the three, he can hit the mid range, he can get in the paint, he can hit the elbow shot, he can hit his free throws, he can rebound the ball offensively and defensively. He can pass like a like a point guard. He can do all this stuff. Defensively, I'll say he's about average. He's not good at it, and that's fine with people. They're like, "Oh, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine." As long as the force space out to the 3-point line, he should be able to operate. It's like, okay. I think that's the reason why the NBA ratings are down. I don't think there's enough. I think it's too many focused on analytics, too many focused on the plus minus. I think that's too much. I think this is too much. I think play the game of basketball. I said this before. I said this last time. Let's play basketball. Play basketball. If the IQ is there, that person will figure out how to be useful on the court. These so-called intelligent players, like no disrespect to LeBron and Chris Paul, but their IQ is supposed to be so. Oh yeah, they got the highest IQ in the game. It don't feel like it. It don't. I don't see it either. I don't see it. If that's the case, I would have told, hey LeBron, run around that corner over there. LeBron should be able to tell people you need to cut right now. You need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G for all the times you play in the game. But I don't see that at all. He just follow whatever the coach says, and he don't make any adjustment on the court. That's just me. That's just me. I think the ratings are down for now, but I mean, it is the beginning. A lot of other sports are going on. Football's going on. Baseball's going on. Hockey's going on. Eventually, college football should be starting back up. College basketball should be coming back up. I mean, I think it's a bunch of stuff that happens. I think, and then a lot of people don't watch the NBA until like trade deadline, All Star, and then they start picking it up. That's just me, though. I think that's what's going on. But that's it. That's my personal opinion on why the ratings are down. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all thinking. Like, comment, subscribe. Share it everywhere. Share it. Let me know. I'll catch you on the next podcast.